Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Lover's Enigma, or day 3, whichever you prefer. But hello, everyone. So, I may sound a little bit under the weather. I am, but I am feeling a lot better. Yesterday was pretty rough, but today I'm feeling really good, which is why I wanted to get some recording done. So, if I sound weird, or if I pronounce things weird, or if it sounds like I'm congested, just know I am. But we're gonna get right into it. I believe I saved the game properly this time, so let's hope. We're gonna go. Yeah, we did. I'm so smart. Unlike last time, I didn't save it correctly. After work, as you're stepping off the train with Ryota, your phone suddenly rings. Seeing that it's an unknown number, you excuse yourself and step aside to answer, leaving Ryota to wait for your curiosity. Curiosity? Curiously. Hello, this is Officer Watanabe. I'm calling to discuss Kazuki's case. Yes? What is it? Have you found something? Did you find his body? His body is missing, but we know he's dead? How does that work? Actually, we didn't find anything. We've thoroughly investigated the matter. The evidence all points to a tragic suicide. We believe it's time to close the case. Now it's gonna be a cold case. That's sad. I understand this is difficult, but continuing to push won't change the outcome. You can't be serious. There are too many unanswered questions. I know there's more to it. Kazuki wouldn't end his life just like that. His body wasn't even found. The suicide note was clearly fake. Again, I sympathize with your situation, but all the evidence supports our conclusion. We will not reopen the case unless we receive concrete proof that someone else was involved. What if it was one of the other candidates of husbands? I'm thinking it's my mom, though. No, I can't accept that. Kazuki deserves better than this. I deserve closure, too. What if Kazuki's not dead? What if I'm romancing a different ghost? Look, I understand that you're grieving, but if you continue to pursue this, you could face legal repercussions for obstructing the police. I'm advising you to let it go. Let it go, let it go. Are you just going to leave it? We don't have the manpower or resources to waste on a closed case. I'm very sorry. I hope that you'll be able to find peace soon. And with that, the line goes silent. You angrily close your phone. Your reflection stares back at you helplessly from the darkened screen, as if begging you to do something to fix this. An overwhelming urge to scream wells up in your chest. I'm sorry about that. His voice surprises all the rage out of you. In your agitation, you had forgotten that he was still there watching the whole debacle unfold. You turn around, mortified. Sorry about that. It's just the police again. You must have guessed. They given up on Kazuki's case. I'm really sorry that this is happening after all the work you've put into this. I don't know what I can do to help, but if there's anything at all... Oh, no, it's okay. This is my burden to bear. I can share it with you if you let me. Even so, it's not good to fret over the past. Your mother's right about that. Ugh, not her again. I know you really look up to her, but she's not exactly the best person to listen to, especially with how stubborn she is about her ideals. The way she believes how anything can be overcome if you just put your mind to it. But sometimes hard work just isn't enough. I know how headstrong your mother can be, but that mindset did help me and Yoko out of everything. Oh, who's Yoko to you? You vaguely recall how your mom was there for Ryota and Yoko back in school. She helped them to escape their abusive home, always listening and supporting them as their teacher. It's a memory that sticks with you, especially when you think about how different things were for you. She means well and cares about you. Does she now? The words come out tense and bitter. You can't help but feel angry at your mom for pressuring you even in her absence, at Ryota even though he doesn't know any better, and at yourself. Ryota senses the change in tension and clears his throat. Today's been a long day. Should we grab some food before I take you home? Yoko's been going on about this new pastry at the cafe. We could give it a try. You hesitate, unsure whether to accept his offer. On one hand, you're annoyed at his blind admiration to your mom, but on the other, you know he's not doing it on purpose. Oh, fuck. We're gonna reject. It's alright. Thank you for the invitation, but I have a few things to do before it gets late. I hope you'll feel better tomorrow then. I'll be dropping by the cafe, so you can find me there if you change your mind. You're not heading home? Ryota smiles at you and shakes his head. I've got to let off some stress too. You're always welcome to join me. I'll think about it. I'll see you around, I guess. Okay. So the normal, get incense, leave incense, go do the bathroom, visit the police, meet Ren, visit Ryota. Okay. Right then. Oh, were we supposed to meet up with Ren for a date? I think so, because he's at the sweet shop. Can I talk to Kitty again? I can. The cat is at the same spot again, but this time he seems friendlier. Pet. Meow, meow. The cat seems satisfied at your pet's affection with Meow being increased. Hell yeah. The best part, Haruki's office? I don't remember this being there. Am I blind? I might be. Alright, so we could go to the police station. Haruki's not at the temple this time. Oh, Haruki is at the river. But we don't like going to the river because the river, I believe, was where either the suicide note was found or where we think that Kazuki died in. I don't think Kazuki's dead because we don't have a body. Alright, what time is it? 2010? Let's go to Ren and then we'll go to the police station. And hopefully we'll have time to get incense for Kazuki. You know what? Let's get the incense first. The monk seems to be busy today. In the distance, you can see them crowd around something. A table, heavily laden with offerings and draped in rich red cloth. Talismans arranged meticulously around the table. You quietly get a bundle of incense and take your leave. Best not to disturb them. Alright, yep, we got incense. Cool. Okay, that didn't take long, so that's good. Go to sweet shop. As you enter the sweet shop, to your surprise, Granny's cheerful greeting isn't the first thing that you hear when you go in. I don't know. Still so shy, Renjiro. You don't worry, I won't push you to tell me, even though it's been so long. You'll be welcome here no matter what happens. Thanks. But you've got to take care of yourself, okay? You've lost weight. Working too hard again, I bet. What? No way. I'm just trying to do more. You know, I haven't really proven anything yet. Not to myself, at least. Young man, what are you saying? You've already proven yourself many times. I can see that you are a good person. I really can't agree. Nonsense. You're a good little boy. I've always known that. Red looks away, clearly embarrassed at being doted on by Granny. He coughs and stumbles on his words in his typical Red fashion. What? I am not Granny. Please, I'm 24. Step forward. And now it's like, should I romance the twig or do I romance the dead husband? You step forward and Granny notices you with a cheerful smile. Oh, Val, how long have you been standing there? Come on in. Red turns around, the blush on his cheeks finally fading away as he narrows his eye at you. Oh, it's you again. Are you stalking me or something? Didn't you tell me to meet you here? Just stare at him creepily. Yeah. You meet his gaze without saying a word, letting the silence linger uncomfortably. He narrows his eyes, waiting for you to say something, but you just keep staring. You see him start to fidget, his frustration slowly rising. The silence drags on and Ren's getting visibly more uncomfortable. What the hell is wrong with you? Seriously, I really fucking hate you. He crosses his arms, huffing dramatically. I can't even get a second of peace without you pulling something like this every single time. He runs a hand through his hair, exasperated, like he's reconsidering every life choice that led him to this moment. Relax, I'm just messing with you. He flashed him a grin, clearly enjoying his flustered reaction. And for your information, I'm not stalking you. I shop here all the time. Grady knows me, and you are the one who invited me here. Yeah, exactly. He invited us last time. Because we owed him, or he owed us. Grady smiles warmly, a little twinkle in her eye, like she's seen this playful back and forth before. Oh, of course, you're one of my favorite customers. Always so polite and cheerful. Randa could use a friend like you. A friend? Red turns to Grady in disbelief, his brows furrowing as he can't believe she's siding with you. Grady, you really need to be more careful around weird people like her. You never know what she's up to. Suspicious? Hey, if anyone here is suspicious, it's you. Me? What are you talking about? Yeah, there's always some weird noises in your apartment. You never come out during the day. Plus, why would someone like you hang out with such a nice Grady like her? Red gestures towards Grady, looking offended. I've known her since I was a kid. If anything, she's practically family. Grady chuckles softly, clearly enjoying how riled up Red's getting. Renjiro, you've never said that before. Family, huh? He gives him a teasing look, adding with a smile. You're full of surprises today. What? Wait, I didn't mean it like that. He tries to defend himself, but Grady gives him a pointed, disappointed look. The moment her gaze meets his, he freezes, his confidence crumbling. He nervously bites his lip, unsure of what to say next. No, I mean... Oh, and what exactly didn't you mean, Renjiro? With a defeated sigh, Ren finally caves, his face burning red as he mumbles under his breath. You're important to me, Granny. You can barely contain your giggles as you witness the unexpectedly sweet moment between them. Oh, I didn't know you had such a soft side. You give him a playful nudge, enjoying how his face grows even redder. Ugh, knock it off. He groans, crossing his arms in an attempt to regain his composure, though his flustered expression betrays him. Did you come here just to tease me? He shoots you a glare, but the crack in his voice makes it clear he's more caught off guard than genuinely angry. Grady watches the exchange between the two of you, her eyes softening as she smiles warmly. I'm glad you have someone you get along with, Renjiro. Now Granny doesn't have to worry so much about you. Ren's eyes widen, clearly taken aback by her words. He opens his mouth to respond, but fumbles. His face turns a shade redder as he struggles to find the right words. I'm trying to reject him because I want Kazuki. So we're gonna try to go with this one, I think. Let's continue to get along. No, because look at you going around making trouble for others. Okay. That's too much of an asshole. Let's do that one. Red doesn't respond right away. Instead, he lets out a soft huff, crossing his arms as he avoids your gaze, the tension between you palpable. It's as if he's weighing his words, trying to figure out how to respond without giving too much away. You can't help but notice the faint blush creeping across his cheeks. Fuck! A telltale sign that your playful banter has flustered him. He strikes so hard to maintain his visual bravado, but the way he shifts his weight and fidgets slightly gives him away. The corners of your mouth lift in amusement as you watch him struggle, a mix of pride and joy swelling within you. What's the matter? Afraid of getting too friendly with me? His brows furrow slightly and he shoots you an annoyed glance, but there's a glimmer of something softer in his eyes, a hint of vulnerability beneath the layers of his tough exterior. I'm not afraid, just don't get any weird ideas, okay? His voice is half-hearted, lacking the usual edge, and it's clear he's trying to mask the warmth blossoming in his chest. Red's efforts to act indifferent only make him more endearing, and you can't help but tease him a little further. Sure, just remember, you're stuck with me now. He groans in frustration, but the hint of a smile tugs at his lips, betraying his apparent annoyance. Before you can respond, Grady lets out a sudden harsh cough, her frail form leaning heavily against the counter's edge. The sound startles you, and before you can move, Red is already at her side, guiding her to the creaky wooden stool behind her. Granny, are you watching your health? Remember what the doctor said about resting early. You should close up shop soon. It's so late already. Granny chuckles softly, her eyes crinkling with affection. Yes, I will. You're such a worrywart, Renjo. Granny is still strong. You two should take care of yourselves as well, alright? She glances meaningfully at Ren, her voice softer now. And Renjiro, come visit soon. Your family too, you know. There's a brief silence. Red stands there, his expression unreadable, and he looks at her. After a moment, he awkwardly rubs the back of his neck. I'll think about it. After saying your goodbyes to Granny, you both step out of the sweet shop, the warm night air greeting you as you leave. The streets are quiet, illuminated by the soft glow of streetlights. Ren falls into step beside you, his hands shoved into his pockets. There's a brief silence as you walk, the sound of your footsteps echoing softly against the pavement. He seems lost in thought, a slight frown creasing his brow. As you near your apartment building, the tension in the air begins to lift, and you decide to break the silence. So, how do you know Granny? Ren hesitates, glances at you as if weighing whether to answer. You offer a smile, awkward smile. You offer a smile, awkward smile. You offer a small, awkward smile, silently hoping he won't brush you off, but after another moment of silence, he lets out a long sigh. She took care of me when I was a kid. I practically grew up hanging around her shop. He pauses as if the words feel unfamiliar coming out. She was good to me, always there when I needed someone, but once I graduated high school, I moved out and kind of lost touch with her. He shifts uncomfortably, clearly not being used to being this open. So when I ran into her again, she called me by my name like nothing had changed. It just surprised me, I guess. Back of his neck, his voice dropping slightly. I was so caught up in my own life, I forgot to involve her in it. Yeah, you hesitate for a moment, the quiet stretching between you and Ren. The soft hum of the night settles around you both, and you're unsure of what to say next, but then Ren speaks up, a hint of awkwardness in his tone. Yeah, well, it's not a big deal or anything. I spend time with her when I can. Figured I owe her at least that much. There's a slight edge to his voice, like he's trying to brush off the weight of his own words. But the way his hands jam into his pockets, the stiffness in his shoulders, it says more than he does. That's really thoughtful of you. Granny has been through a lot. I try to help her whenever I can, too. Red lets out a quiet breath. He's like he's trying not to acknowledge the compliment. His eyes shift toward the ground and he shrugs, but the gesture feels half-hearted. I mean, I do what I can, but you know her. She's always telling me to worry about myself instead, like I'm the one that needs looking after. You smile at that, imagining Granny's fussy nature. Yeah, I wish all grannies were like her. Red tilts his head curious, though he keeps his gaze forward, not quite meeting your gaze. Yours isn't? You pause, considering your words before speaking carefully. Well, the closest thing I have to a supportive maternal figure isn't exactly what you call maternal. There's a wry smile on your face, but the weight behind your words lingers in the air between you. Red doesn't press further, but the subtle nod he gives feels like he understands more than he lets on. There's softness to his expression now, something quieter, more introspective. Granny is different. 1 in a million, I guess. His voice dips, the usual sarcasm fading as more vulnerable side peeks through. It's a brief, though, and before you can say anything, he clears his throat and quickly adds, maybe I'll visit her again tomorrow, if I have time. Maybe I will too. She always seems happy when you're around. Red's usual smirk starts to return as if he's trying to push away the previous moment of vulnerability. Yeah, she might like that, but me, not so much. You roll your eyes at him, unable to stop the smile that plays on your lips. Oh, come on. You know you secretly enjoy my company. Red scoffs, but there's no real heat behind it. His sarcastic mask slips back on like armor, though the tension in his shoulders has eased. Enjoy it? Please, you're just tolerable, that's all. The two of you continue walking in companionable silence, the soft crunch of gravel underfoot the only sound. The night air is cool and gentle, and there's a strange sort of peace in the quiet between you, something unspoken yet understood. When you finally reach your apartment doors, there's a brief hesitation. Don't tell me we're ending the night. I wanted to go to the police station. Neither of you seems quite ready to part ways just yet, and the silence stretches again, though this time it's a warmer, more comfortable. You're about to break it to say something, anything, but Red beats you to it. Thanks for, keeping Granny company. There's an unexpected sincerity in his voice, and when you glance at him, his usual bravado has faded. His eyes flicker toward you briefly before darting away again, and he awkwardly shifts on his feet. A soft, genuine smile touches your lips. Of course, she's important to me too, but thanks for looking out for her. I think I learned a lot about you today. Red's eyes widen slightly, and you see a faint flush creep up his neck, spreading to his cheeks. He opens his mouth to respond, but then quickly shuts it, clearly flustered. His gaze flicks away, and his voice comes out hurried and defensive. Well, forget all about it, okay? Before you can respond, Red quickly spins on his heel, making a beeline for his apartment door. He fumbles with his keys for a second, then throws the door open with a little more force than necessary. It slams shut with a loud thud rattling the wall between your apartments. You can't help but chuckle to yourself as you stand there for a moment longer, staring at the now closed door. There he goes again. There he goes. There's something endearing about the way he tries and fails to hide his softer side. As you turn toward your own door, the small smile still lingers on your face, the night feeling just a little warmer than before. Don't tell me I'm going to my house. I don't want to go back to my apartment. Sanity increased. Affection with Red increased. I'm heading home now. Fuck! I wanted to go to the police! Another exhausting day of work is finally over. I hope tomorrow won't be as bad as today. Just as you're about to close the door, you feel pressure on the other side. A foot wedges between the door and the frame, stopping you from shutting it completely. Oh no, it's the fucking cult again! Hello, miss? Not this again. Although reluctant, you didn't have much of a choice but to reopen the door. Yes, how can I help? You trail off as you count a group of 4 men standing outside the apartment. There's only 3 silhouettes? What do you mean 4? 1, 2, 3. I can count. They don't look particularly friendly. There's something unnerving about them. Apologies for the late visit. I believe your mother was mentioned that you've been experiencing spiritual issues. You shake your head. My mother? What are you talking about? I think you've got the wrong person. I'm not sure who you... You might not have noticed, but Hiroshino Kami's influence has already touched your life in ways you don't yet understand. We understand that this must be overwhelming, but Hiroshino Kami sees things in you that you may not even realize. His guidance has already found its way into your life. I don't understand. What do you mean? You try to shake the confusion out of your mind, but the mention of this Hiroshino Kami fills you with unease. He chooses his followers carefully, those who seek answers, those who are lost, those who are searching for something greater. And you, miss, have already begun your path without realizing it. Hiroshino Kami offers peace, clarity, and understanding. His light can guide you through the darkness and alleviate these spiritual issues that you have. All you have to do is let him in. You take a cautious step back, trying to shut the door again, but you can feel their presence looming. The cultists hesitate, their eyes scanning you like they're deciding what to do next. The man who spoke earlier steps forward, his gaze focused and intense. Miss, we understand that our arrival is sudden, but this path we offer isn't one you should turn away from. Hiroshima Kami's light is already in your life. It has touched you in your dreams, and it can give you more than you could ever imagine. You tense up. It's not like last time. There's a force behind his words that makes you feel trapped. I don't know what you mean. I've had weird dreams, sure, but that doesn't mean I need your guidance. I'm fine on my own. Another cultist firmly pushes a little closer to the door. That's where you're wrong, miss. You've been searching for something, haven't you? You don't even realize it yet, but Hiroshi no Kami sees your struggles, your doubts. The light he offers can give you the peace you're craving, the answers always needed, but only if you accept him into your heart. Another cultist steps closer to you. Hiroshi no Kami can see your fear, your uncertainty. You're standing at the threshold of something far greater than yourself. We are offering you the key to unlock your potential, but you have to choose to step forward. Don't let fear keep you from the truth. You feel your stomach tighten, the pressure of their words hanging in the air like a heavy weight. I don't need anything from you. I'm fine, just... No, you're not fine. You're hiding from the truth. It's obvious you've been running from your own destiny, from the path that Hiroshi no Kami has set for you. But his light is unwavering. His purpose is inevitable. Okay, Thanos. I'm not interested in this Kami of yours, okay? I just want you to leave me alone. Listen to yourself. You can feel it, can't you? The restlessness inside you, Hiroshi no Kami will calm that storm. All he asks is that you open your heart, trust in him, and allow him to guide you. You know that deep down you won't find peace until you accept him. You feel a cold chill running down your spine. This isn't just a request anymore, it's an ultimatum. And you start to realize that the more you resist, the more they're going to push. Miss, please, you don't know what you're turning away. Hiroshi no Kami offers you everything you've ever wanted: purpose, clarity, belonging. Can't you see the truth is right in front of you? Stop fighting and let him in. You'll find peace, you'll find strength. Just open your heart to him. Feeling the weight of their words press on you, anxiety starts bubbling up. You don't understand. I don't want this. I don't want your salvation, your Kami, or whatever it is you're offering. Just leave me alone. A look of disappointment flickers in his eyes before he exhales, almost sorrowfully. We were hoping you would come to this on your own, miss. We wanted to offer you guidance, not force you. But it seems you're still not ready. We will be back. Hiroshi no Kami's light will reach you eventually. Everyone finds their way to him in time, but you will have to face him, whether you're ready or not. Okay, that's creepy. The cultists begin to step back, one by one, but their eyes linger on you, almost as if they can see something you can't. The weight of their gaze lingers long after they disappear down the hallway. Close the door, your heart panting, feeling the strain of your encounter. They want to accept their Kami and aren't giving up this easily. They're going to keep coming back to push me to their side. Fuck! Sanity decreased. You finally head home, tired from today's activities. The stench of today's weariness clings onto you heavy like the evening air. However, before you can crash out on the couch as you usually do, you see her. An all too familiar presence, seated with a rigid stillness that sharpens as she looks up, disappointment carved into her expression. Mom? Book. Why are you doing this to me? Do you know who called me today? The police, again. And why? Because of you, prying into that Kazuki boy's death again. How many times must I tell you that curiosity will be your ruin? Mom, please, I don't need... Need? This isn't about what you need. I'm not offering help. I'm telling you what has to be done. Everything you're missing, I've already laid out the answer for you. I'm giving you solutions, but you're the one that's not willing to change. It's you that's the problem. I'm not the problem. Fuck you, Mom. Ryota, the Exorcist. Mom, I'm trying. I really am, but... Trying? By pushing away the people I send your way? Imagine my shame knowing you treated those with wisdom and respect like common intruders. You were the one that sent those weird religious people to my house? Mom? They're complete strangers. Weird? Watch your tongue, girl. They've grasped truths you'll never understand, and you've turned them away, and you're willing to change. You are unwilling to change. Mom, I don't need them. I don't need... They can help you find peace if you let them. If you let me help you. Her gaze pierces through you, and then a calculated shift. Her voice softens to a deceptive murmur that chills your skin. like the calm before a storm. You wouldn't have to bear these burdens if you just listen. All I want is what's best for you. The room feels as if it's closing in, shrinking with every word that slips from her mouth. Her voice relentless and insistent, seeking into you like a pressing from every side. It's too much, your sanity slowly slipping. God damn it, Mom, fuck off! Your heart slowly pounding against the pressure building in your chest. The constant urge for you to give in, to surrender, if only to quiet her voice. I can't take this. I don't know what to do. Your mind reels, clouded by anxiety as her words echo around you. The pounding in your chest grows stronger, threatening to overtake your last bit of composure. And despite your visible displeasure, your mother keeps speaking, her voice a constant assault against your thoughts. You almost break down as your mother's words ring in the background. There you go again. Are you going to say something or just sit there? She waits, her gaze piercing, expecting you to respond. What are you trying to pull? Don't just stare at me. Her face hardens, her gaze latching onto you, expectant, demanding more. Your grip falters, nearly slipping entirely, when suddenly a voice soft and unfamiliar echoes in your mind, cutting through the clamor. You don't have to do this alone. Your eyes gaze over to the phone in your hand. You don't have to deal with her ramblings alone. Yes, you can always get help. I'll have to call someone, but Ryota's nowhere nearby, and Haruki, who knows where he is right now. Ren could be an option, but he's hardly the type to calm things down. If no one's going to get here right away, then I'll have to keep her distracted until they do. But who should I call? Fuck! I want to call Kazuki! Alright, we're gonna call the Exorcist. Oh, fuck. Now playing Haruki, please pick up. Oh my god, I'm fucking up. I suck. Real bad. After several more rounds of her scathing words, you feel your resolve wavering. The suffocating silence following each other. Each of her accusations pressing down on you, urging you to respond. To appease her, anything to relieve the tension mounting in the room. Your thumb hovers over your contacts, finally landing on that familiar name. Haruki. Should you really call him? You're not sure what he could do, but if your mother believes in him enough to hire him, it's worth a shot. You quickly type out a message and hit send, your heart racing as you wait for a response. Text, Haruki, I really need you to come over. It's my mother, and I can't seem to get through to her. Maybe you can help. Just as you're about to set your phone down, your mother's sharp voice slices through the air. I'm speaking to you, and you're using your phone in front of me? How dare you? You hesitate, caught between frustration and a desire to keep the peace, but the bitterness slips out before you can think better of it. I'm texting the exorcist you hired. Perhaps he can do something about all the religious nonsense you're always spouting. Her expression shifts, disbelief morphing into indignation as her eyebrows arch. You're bringing him up now? This isn't about him. This is about you and your unwillingness to accept the solutions I've provided. You take a deep breath, the rising tide of anger in her voice, only feeling your resolve. Well, I am. I'm utilizing one of them. You provided this solution, after all. Her face reddens as her frustration mounts, her voice a mix of anger and exasperation. Don't get mouthy with me. This isn't about him, or your so-called supernatural problems. You take a deep breath, try to maintain your composure as you lock eyes with her. Mom, please, just hear him out. He might have some insight that could actually help us. You hired him for a reason, so let him do his job. Fine. You want to drag an outsider into this? So be it. But don't think for a second that this absolves you of your responsibilities. Bitch, I go to work. I am responsible. Like, what else do you want from me? What the fuck? Feel a moment of relief wash over you, but it's quickly overshadowed by the rising tension in the room. You return your attention to your phone just as Haruki's cheerful text appears. Absolutely, dear client. I will bring my expertise to the rescue. Even if my interpersonal skills are about as polished as a rusty doorknob, I promise I'll give it my all for you. Just hold tight. I'll be there faster than you can say mommy issues. Thanks. His jovial tone makes you smile despite the tension, and for a moment, you feel a flicker of hope as you picture him bounding through the door with the trademark exuberance. There are thickets with tension as your mother processes your reply, and you can feel a spark of defiance brewing within you. What was that music? Now you just need to calm until he arrives. Maybe one more song. Fuck. I don't want to do it. Oh. This was the song. Sometimes I forget up and down for some reason. I don't know. And it also doesn't fully track what I'm doing. Come on. There we go. I don't know why it just doesn't want to pick some of them. Impressive. You've hit 93% of the total notes. Sanity increased. Thank God. You managed to calm yourself down. Your heartbeat's finally steadying. Your mom's words still rattle you, but you remain calm enough to hold your tongue. Each minute stretches, her words chipping away at the last remnants of your patience. Just when you begin to doubt he'll show up, there's a knock at the door. Ta-da! The doorknob rattles, seems to be rattling a bit. I can't open this. Hold on. The doorknob slowly turns. Ta-da! It's me, Haruki. My apologies. I thought I'd, glide right in. Seems the door has outsmarted me. Oh dear, the negative energy in here. I don't remember it being quite this intense last time. You. Finally, I hired you based on the recommendation of someone I hold in high regard, but your lack of results is starting to make me question your competence. Look at my daughter. She's as disobedient, as stubborn, and as hysterical as the day I first brought you here. Aren't you supposed to... Before she can launch into a full tirade, Haruki raises a finger closer to his lips. Shaking his head with a slight knowing smile, his eyes are firm, hold it together. To your surprise, she pauses, taken aback. She presses her lips together, clearly not used to being interrupted so directly. With respect, ma'am, your daughter isn't the problem here, and even if she were, my qualifications don't exactly include a psychology degree. But I do happen to be well-versed in all things spiritual, which is exactly why you hired me. He straightens, his voice calm yet commanding. As I see it, there's a flow of negative energy re-entering this place. I applied a spiritual bandage of sorts, but you know, even the best bandage is only as strong as the adhesive it's given. Just get to the point already. What I mean is this, negative energy has a way of seeping back in. I can perform as many rituals as you like, but without support from the host, what I do won't have a lasting impact. Are you saying I'm not supporting my own daughter enough? That this is my doing? Yes. Yes, I am. We'll do Haruki for this one. Yay, we did it! I think what he's trying to say is that, with just a little bit of support or understanding, things could be a lot better. You manage to center yourself, holding on to the calm Haruki's presence brings. Your mother's words still sting, but you let them wash over you, keeping your expression steady. She huffs, watching you closely, clearly waiting for a reaction. Well, at least you seem capable of keeping your composure when someone else is around. Haruki picks up on the shift, flashing you an encouraging smile. Exactly, calm in the face of adversity, nothing shows inner strength better than that. For a moment, your mother is taken aback, her brow knitting as she searches for something else to criticize. With just a bit more support, I think my work can do its magic, and we can all put this little episode behind us. He gives her a confident grin, and for a split second, you catch her falter. And what exactly do you suggest? I'd advise you to let us handle it, offering as much support as you can from afar, of course. What? So you're saying I can't be involved at all? Not at all. I'm not only suggesting that your involvement be non-physical. Or perhaps non-emotional. You're welcome to stay informed, but I'd advise against inputting too much. It could interfere with the process. Your mother's expression hardens as she looks at him with sheer disbelief, ready to object. But Haruki's gaze sharpens, his voice dropping low and steady, so quietly that you almost miss it. The elders have vouched for me. Let me do my job. Fine, but don't think I'll just sit back in silence. This is my daughter, and I'll speak if I need to. The serious glint in Haruki's eyes fades as he beams his usual grin. Absolutely, your input is very, very important. You can see her bristle, her lips twitching as if ready to argue, but she holds back. With one last glare, she snatches her purse and mutters bitterly, You'll regret this. As she leaves, Haruki turns to you, tilting his head with an amused glint in his eyes. Well, I consider this a case closed. You sigh, shaking your head. She won't let this go so easily, you know. She'll definitely come back. I think I gave her enough to consider. She'll probably hold back, at least a little. About that, what was all that talk of elders? Don't tell me you're part of some kind of religious sect, too. He flashes you a playful smile, almost innocent look, as he turns slightly away. Well, every mysterious and charming entity such as myself needs a secret backstory. You pause, feeling a flicker of curiosity along with a touch of wariness. There's so much about Haruki that remains a mystery, so many pieces you aren't sure you're ready to uncover. But before you can form the words, he turns, sensing your unspoken question. I know it must be hard to trust me when there's so much I can't explain. Someday I'll tell you everything. But for now, I just hope I've done enough for you to trust me, just a little. Please. His voice softens and something unreadable flickers in his gaze, a depth he rarely lets slip. Just as you open your mouth to respond, he turns away, his shoulders drawing in slightly, as if shielding himself from whatever you might say. You recognize the gesture all too well. It's the same way you guard yourself, bracing against the answers that might cut too close, holding your breath for what you might say. Never say. And in that shared, unspoken moment, you wonder if he knows much of himself he's revealed without a single word. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. I may not be the best at dealing with anything outside my spiritual duties, but for you, I'd try anything to make things easier. Are you saying that as someone my mother hired, or as someone who cares? Gives you a sad, knowing smile, followed by his usual cheeky wink, but there's warmth behind it that feels different this time. Hopefully today's proof is enough. You'll never have to face this alone, not if I can help it. As he finishes, a soft chime from his trinkets echoes in the air, a gentle, lingering sound that cuts through the tension and leaves a calm in its wake. In that moment, something shifts, a quiet realization settling within you. Haruki is strange, loud, and showy, no doubt about that, but he's also kind, and in his kindness, you sense a hidden fear, a vulnerability he tries to so hard to mask. Perhaps in ways you hadn't noticed before, you and Haruki are more alike than you realized. I'd say the same to you. I only wish I could help you too. Haruki pauses, clearly caught off guard by your warmth. A small smile curves his lips before he slips back into his usual playful charm. Ah, my dear client, your very presence is a soothing oasis in the desert of my life. With that, Haruki launches into another of his flamboyant monologues, every word layered in theatrics. After a few more light-hearted lines, he bids you farewell with an exaggerated bow, leaving you to wonder which Haruki lingers in your mind. A bold, larger-than-life gesture on the rare, gentle presence that, or the rare gentle presence that emerges when his guard slips. Sanity increased. Affection with Haruki increased. I think we're gonna go with Haruki if hopefully okay. So I heard day 4 is when you see or when like the actual like romance route starts, but like obviously the demo ends. So I'm really hoping either Haruki or Kazuki are the ones that I get. I need to not visit Ren tomorrow. Kazuki. The air around the shrine feels oddly. Work was tiring today. I'm sorry, Kazuki, but I'll do what I can. There, all cleaned up. Also, I hope this incense helps you keep you at peace for tonight, too. You smile softly at the shrine. Good night, Kazuki. Alright. Action with Kazuki increased. Alright, so now we do the bathroom thing? You're keeping it together pretty well, but there's no harm in making sure you're extra calm. Select music. We're gonna do Meltdown on easy because I suck, clearly. There's eyeballs. I was gonna say, there's no music for this one. Even on easy, I'm tryharding. I wonder if you get more sanity if you do the harder levels. Fuck that up. I missed one fucking note. Fuck. Impressive. You've hit 98% of the total notes. Sanity increase. Hell yeah. Alright, so we just never went to the police station and we never visited Ryota. Alright, bedtime, I guess. You finally enter your bedroom and switch off the lights, but they flicker and sputter before finally surrendering you to the dark. Slipping beneath the covers, you hear the quiet hum of the pipes, the low rush of cars on the street, and the usual footsteps of neighbors from above. But tonight, the footsteps multiply, a growing thump that becomes heavier, faster. You start to wonder if it's something else. The toad! The toad is back! With a glance, you place your phone nearby, fingers itching for a quick call if needed, but eventually sleep overtakes you. Oh. Oh no. Poor Kazuki. In the depths of that night, you dream of Kazuki. In a dim, hazy scene, he talks about his fascination with collecting insects, each word faint as a breath. Oh. They're crawling in my brain. I don't like it. The images, though, grow clearer. Beetles, cockroaches, or is it something different? Something sinister. Its body snaking around the room, like a creature just beyond your reach. You search, almost desperately, trying to find its name, but it slips away, elusive, lost in the fog of your dream. No, the frog is back, and the toad! It seems as though the tapestry is finally unraveling itself. The key players have already made their first move. Though some have moved quicker than expected, others still hesitate, as if time waits for them. I wonder what your next move will be, my dear princess. Molting form and it claws to life and death from within. Survival's call, a twisted creed. The ancient curse we're born to feed. Okay. All right. Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining me for episode 3 of Lover's Enigma. I will see you guys next time for day 4. And we're gonna see, am I romancing Haruki? Am I romancing my dead husband? Or Ren? I really don't want to romance the twink, so I'm going to avoid him next night if there is a possibility of running into him. But I would take either the Exorcist or my dead husband, honestly. Dead husband definitely number 1 though. But anyway, I will see you guys next time in the next video. I hope you guys have a good one.